didn't get an answer? Why I lose my brother to bullets? Why I lose my grandma to cancer? Why me, God, I need answers? Why young niggas straight out Atlanta? Why the judge and the cops tryna jam us? Why I keep getting all of these chances? Why me, God, I need answers? Speak your mind and you might get cancer. Take your ring and it cost me a phantom. Like the witness, the evidence tamper.
What's up, guys? This your boy Mr. I-240. I'm back with another episode. You know what I'm saying? I've been grinding, I've been busy, and this episode was kind of recorded. If y'all follow my Instagram and the TikTok, I've been promoting this episode. It's kind of on the fly because I was gonna film the WCW jump, but you know we forget into all that. But hey, I missed you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate the love. The page been getting later. We're almost at 400 subscribers. Kelly, we on our way, girl. 26 subscribers. And then Memphis, I gotta get written and recorded too. So keep watching. I told you I got you. We get the 400 subscribers. I'm gonna do that one too. I might gotta drop the WCW first. Or I might, whatever first. Either or. But most importantly, I want to thank the man above for blessing me with another day. Because a lot of us that didn't see, could not be seeing today and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? Without him, it won't be no me. Without him, it won't be no me. Won't be no page. Won't be no y'all. So, first thing first, I want to send my condolences to Bray Wyatt family. We had lost brother Bray Wyatt on my birthday, August 24th, and he had, I guess, heart issues and COVID. We're gonna talk about all that. Yeah, the COVID and stuff like that, or the juice as I call it. And it was devastating news. I was at work. My homeboy called me. He was like, "Hey, Bray Wyatt died," and I was like, "Damn, that's fucked up." You know what I'm saying? So I just want to send my condolences to JoJo, his first wife Samantha, Bo, Mika, his dad Mike RS, his mother Stephanie, and to the rest of his family. I know we loved him, and we know how much I loved him. And and of course, to his co-workers in WWE, keep y'all heads up. He would want y'all to smile and keep going. And hey, you know what I'm saying. So first thing first, I want to apologize to, well, he's not here, but Bray and Bray's family or whatever, because I remember a while back I had said something about on the video, did he quit on us? And this before I knew what he was dealing with. So I just thought at the time he used it as a forefront that he didn't want to work with Vince and stuff like that. Lo and behold, I didn't actually know that he was dealing with something. And I can take account. I mean, I didn't say nothing harsh or nothing, go cocaine crazy or nothing. It just, in life, you never know what somebody going through. So, you know what I'm saying? Before you judge and criticize, because we all do this as human beings, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I didn't know the brother man was sick, dealing with heart issues, and, you know, the juice and stuff like that. And, I just thought he gave up on us, you know what I'm saying? Because I just really want to see him succeed, and I wanted to see Bobby Lashley succeed, because Bobby was willing to work with him, and of course Brock wasn't. So, and he'd been out for months, and they've been talking about his returns, stuff like that, but you know, we never got there. So I just want to own up as a person, as one of the people. I can't speak for everybody else that doubted him, but as one of the people that really doubted him, I want to apologize to, like I said, the family, you know, his wife JoJo, the kids, you know what I'm saying, and the peers in WWE, because they kept it a big secret about the illness and what was going on. It was just like basically he knew, they knew, and they just kept it under wraps. And I want to apologize to the, you know, the Fireflies, whatever you want to call his fans. You know, so I was a fan there. He want my top 5, but I want to apologize to them. So I just want to get that off my chest, because that's sad to lose somebody at 36 years old. You know, especially I know I'm dealing with a little heart issue, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's tough. You know what I'm saying, for your wife. You know, you wake up, for your wife to come in and see that, you know, turning blue and all this stuff. Her mama tried to, try to do their thing, and he was just gone. And it just show you, like, most importantly, like, my life too short. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be beefing with anybody, taking stuff for granted. You know what I'm saying? Holding on grudges and stuff like that, or just playing with people's emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said something to myself this morning, you know what I'm saying? Each year, our jersey change. But it's going to be a day where the man above call our number. You know, so basically what I'm saying is life is too short right now. So we all need to get closer to him. You know what I'm saying? And get right, because life is crazy right now. You know what I mean? And it's just sad. It's devastating. And it's just crazy right now. You know, but I just wanted to start this episode right, sending out my condolences and giving out my respect to the family, the friends, the co-workers, and the fans. We're gonna miss him, and he was one of the best of all time that ever done this. So, but besides that, this episode is called Follow the Buzzards. At first it was called The Eaters of All World, but I was like, nah, that ain't it. So basically, I'm just breaking down some of his accomplishments and some of his greatest rivals. You know what I'm saying? So this young man did come from a Hall of Fame family. Like I said, his father, Mike Rotunda, the RRS, who was in $1 million corporation with Ted DiBiase, and his uncle was Barry Witham, who was the part of the Four Horsemen, multi-time world champion, multi-time tag team champion. So, speed it up. This young man joined the family business in probably 2009. I know he was in FCW with Dallas, but I'm just talking about, WWE. So, he broke into business in 2009, 2010, where he was appearing on NXT with Cody Rhodes as his coach. He was competing against guys like, he was Husky Harris at the time. Man, that phone break, but I fixed it. And the sun break. He was Husky Harris. And, you know what I'm saying? He competed with Eli Cottonwood, Low Key, Percy Watson, Alex Riley, Lucky Cannon, Curtis Axel, and Titus O'Neil. Then shortly after that, I think he had eliminated. I know he didn't win the competition. He had joined Nexus 2.0. This was when Wade Barrett was out for a minute. Then CM Punk took over the reins. So he had joined them. This one, Wade Barrett and CM Punk were fighting over the leadership of Nexus. Then of course they kicked Wade Barrett out, and then he was a part of the feud with CM Punk versus Randy Orton. And the last time he made his appearance at that time on Raw was when Randy Orton punched him in the skull. I forgot about that. Well, you know what I'm saying. So the Nexus broke up, and then shortly after that, he got repackaged or whatever, and he became the character that we all love now, Bray Wyatt on NXT, alongside with his little brother, Bo Dallas. During that time, his original member was like Eli Cottonwood. Doing the I guess promo segment thing they did at the, I guess the PC wasn't even created yet. And then all of a sudden, in 2012, the real official members was Eric Rowan, Brody Lee, his best friend. And they dominated. You know what I'm saying? They took over. And that was just a little brief history. You know what I mean? So, now, let's lead to chapter 1. Now you wondering why chapter 1? Because I feel like, like I said, chapter 1 could have been Kane, but that rivalry weren't that good. That was just a good kickstart to get his career off. But this is chapter 1, friend or foe. As the Wyatt family says goodbye to NXT, they debuted in Attack Kane. They said hello to Kane, and they debuted in Attack Kane on Monday Night Raw, which led to the SummerSlam match, which was the Ring of Fire, when Bray won thanks to the Wyatt family. When they, I don't know how I think they climbed on the steps and they got in the ring, beat Kane down, Wyatt got the dub. Then, the friend or foe part, I forgot, the foe I'm talking about is Daniel Bryan. Then he moved on to Daniel Bryan October 2013. They attacked Daniel Bryan for months until the unthinkable happened in December 2013, where Brian joined the Wyatt family. He joined the Wyatt family for a minute, but the fans weren't having it. Then they had the steel cage match where I guess Bray was expecting Daniel Bryan to lay down. But Bryan wasn't going, and the fans weren't going. And so, Bryan gave him that work during the steel cage match, and Bryan got the dub. Then, of course, they had matches at the Royal Rumble. I think Bray won it, I'm not sure. But, like, this was during the time when they was attacking Bryan. This one, Punk was feuding with the Shield. Because they had the handicap match against the Shield. So, I think that rivalry ended at Royal Rumble. So, during that time, they had steel cage match on Raw. Tribute to the Troops. Royal Rumble 2014. And, of course, the handicap I just named. Then, 7 years later, they revisited the rivalry. The rivalry was reborn. Except he was a new character, The Fiend. During this time, The Fiend had took out Finn Balor, Jerry King Lawler, Kane, Braun Strowman, and Kurt Angle. So during this time, I think The Fiend was on Raw at first, and then he was the world champion. He went to SmackDown, where he was doing a segment where Sami Zayn had, he was talking to Sami Zayn that he attacked Daniel Bryan. Then they had the match at Survivor Series, Break got the dub. Bryan took some time off, and then he returned at TLC when it was Wyatt versus The Miz. And then Bryan came back and got it back in blood. Then, of course, the SmackDown promos were, I think it was the promo where Kane had returned, and The Fiend wanted Kane in the ring, but, Daniel Bryan came back and gave him back in blood. And then they had the classic strap match at the Royal Rumble. And they had two classic matches, the one in Survivor Series and at the Royal Rumble. And the only reason I call it friend or foe, because he was trying to friend Bryan and got him got him in his sick work at the time, but but Bryan was for the people, and of course the Bray Wyatt character in the first installment of the rivalry didn't really like that. But I can just say that rivalry was beautiful, book perfect. All the matches was good. It was great, and it was fun to see. You know what I'm saying? And him and Bryan always had good chemistry. Even Daniel Bryan gave him a shout out during his little wrestling match before his wrestling match with Ricky Starks in the strap match, when he said, "Me and my best friend, somebody I love, beat the shit out of each other." So you can tell that it was always love between. It was probably one love in the ring, but it was always love backstage between Bryan and Bray. And you could tell in the ring, in the chemistry they had, in the psychology and the stuff like that, that made sense, especially the second time around, because Bryan was on his A game. Bryan always on his A game, but I feel like at that time, 2020, Bryan was probably top 5 best wrestler in the country. You know what I'm saying? And plus, the matches proved it right there. So that was a good rivalry and stuff like that. Now, the next chapter 2, opposites attract. And this is about, of course, John Felix Cena, the poster boy, the face of the people. The kids love him. Make a wish. He did it all. But Bray felt like he was phony and a fake. He wasn't real. That wasn't it. And right here, I think he started feuding with John Cena after John Cena had lost to the Shield. With him, it was John Cena, Ryback, Sheamus versus the Shield at Elimination Chamber the night before, and they had took a loss. But in February 2014, that next Raw, John Cena and Bray Wyatt was on the road to WrestleMania. At this point, Cena was still the face of the company. That he was still the face that run the place. They attacked Cena for being fake, like I just said, and playing mind games. You know what I'm saying? Even playing mind games. Had the whole world in his hands. It was back and forth action. The crazy part that WrestleMania, everybody was mad that Bray lost. Cena should have won. So they did have good matches at the time. They even had the choir singing. He got the whole world in his hands. Had the little kids singing with the mask on. Even one time during the promo before WrestleMania, it was John Cena in a I don't even know what to call them, the jail suits with the goat man. He was playing mind games with Bray and got it back in blood. So during that time, the matches they had the first time around was, of course, WrestleMania 30, which Cena won. Good match, but he was playing mind games. He was trying to get Cena to get that. He was trying to get Cena to embrace that hate and get that DQ, but Cena couldn't do it. Extreme Rules, where Bray got the dub, thanks to the little kid in the steel cage match. Then, of course, the infamous Payback. I feel like the wrong man won. I'm being honest with you, because John Cena did. John Cena didn't need to win that feud at all. I mean, we kind of knew the writing was on the wall. John Cena was kind of out the door. I mean, John Cena could still go, but we all knew John Cena was going to go to Hollywood at one point. So that feud with Bray could have done a lot more for Bray versus Cena. That's just my honest opinion. And of course, they revisited the feud in 2020 when Cena came back to the company, where, you know, Cena had a segment, you know what I'm saying? And he came back up to the ramp, the lights come out, the Fiend come out. This is after the Fiend lost to Goldberg. I'm right on a new episode. I can't tell you the episode I'm cooking up right now, but I forget who gave me the idea. I forget what website, but I can say it's called Refuse to Do the Job. I'm cooking up something. So, he had that heartfelt promo. We getting ready for WrestleMania 20 before the juice, that trash. Just saying, that trash juice came in, but it's whole match shot the Batman. Anyway, so Cena look at the Fiend look at Cena, point at the sign, WrestleMania book. We getting fired up. The juice happened, so we got the match, but we didn't. So they had the match. It was like I don't even know what to call it, but where you see the prototype, the NWO. They had the Saturday Night Main Event with the steel cage right in front of it. The Fun House itself, rapping Cena, flannel Bray Wyatt, and of course Bray got the dub that he needed, but it really didn't help nobody because we was all adjusting to a new style, new flavor, and a new era, you know what I'm saying, which was the Thunderdome, and, you know, the crowd was barely being around and stuff like that. But I was happy that Bray got the dub. But I would have felt better if Bray would have won that feud the first time around with a crowd around to show this is the star, this is the future of the company. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, you know. All right. Next one right here. Chapter 3. Match made in heaven. And of course, no other than Dean Ambrose, FKA John Moxley. This feud was bound to happen, especially when they had the Shield versus the Wyatt family at Elimination Chamber. No, my bad, I said the wrong match. I forgot who's saying the feud. Well, we'll record anyway. So the feud was bound to happen, especially when it was the Shield versus the Wyatt family at Elimination Chamber. They had amazing chemistry. Dean Ambrose was on the verge of ending his feud with Seth Rollins. This was during the time when the Shield had defeated Evolution not once, but twice. Then the next night, Seth Rollins had betrayed the group and went on and did his thing and became an authority. So this was during that time. Dean Brown, he was on the verge of ending his feud with Seth Rollins and Hell in a Cell until the Eaters of All World came back and cost him the match. Seth got the win and moved on to bigger and better things. He moved on to bigger and better things. So, the rivalry began in October 28, 2014 when Ambrose called out Bray Wyatt. Where Dean Ambrose, now this was during this feud, this is when Dean Ambrose discussed his feelings about Bray Wyatt. During that time, Bray Wyatt attacked Dean Ambrose backstage on SmackDown. And during this time, during the feud, Dean Ambrose had destroyed his steel chair. Like, they were playing all type of sick games with each other, but they was so made for each other. It was so perfect. The chemistry was right, the psychology. Like, it's like they understood each other. You know what I mean? Could you imagine if they became a tag team? Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt. Woo! That'd have been crazy. And they had some amazing matches. The only thing I didn't like about this feud was it was repetitive. At first it was on Raw. Then it was on SmackDown. Then it was on Raw. Then it was on SmackDown. I'm like, all right, we get it, bro. God damn, I'm getting tired of the feud. But, you know what I mean? It was a good feud while it lasted. And the matches right here they had was right here. Survivor Series 2014. The TLC with the crazy finish when Dean Ambrose picked up the TV screen or something and it just blew up in his face and Bray got the dub. Then they had the Tribute to Troops match. And then they had the ambulance match. I forgot who won it. I think Bray. Then, of course, they was perfect. Like I said, they was perfect for each other. The chemistry was right. So that's why when I did the little promo thing, it was so funny. I always been thinking about this because, like, well, I ain't gonna say I was a Rock Boy fan, but, like, I love this song by Cohen. Something takes a part of me. Then they might say, you and I were meant to be. So that feud was meant to be. Like, they was like, if they both would have stayed at coming at the same time, that feud would have been a never ending feud ever. You know, I mean, they wrestled each other numerous times in 2015, 2017. You know, but I just feel like at that time that feud was perfect. The chemistry was right. It wasn't about no titles. It wasn't about no nothing. It was about who's willing to do the most to destroy each other. And they were both willing to do anything to each other to show the confidence. You know what I'm saying? Put their body on the line. They were willing to do all type of stuff. And I'm pretty sure they got a kick out of it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stiff shots, a lot of, you know what I mean? Stuff like this. So that's why I say that Dean Ambrose is one of the greatest feuds ever. All right. Number 14. I said number 14. No, it's been a minute since I've been doing this. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Chapter 4. The Counselor. I feel like he was the real... I feel like he says... I know Paul Heyman is a special counsel, but I feel like Bray Wyatt was a special counsel. You know what I'm saying? Because he seen something in Roman that we didn't see until like 2020 when he became the tribal chief. Now, this feud started back in 2015 when Roman Reigns was about to win Money in the Bank. You know what I'm saying? So, he was about to win. Bray returned and cost him the match. Now, during this feud too, this is when we got introduced to Braun Strowman. Now, during this feud was Bray gave his reasons why he did it. Then, of course, Bray Wyatt to Roman Reigns. Well, he explained to Roman Reigns in a segment why life isn't fair. And, of course, Roman Reigns had a segment why Bray attacked him with Michael Cole, the sit-down discussion. And, of course, they had the famous promo where they were both in the ring. He was sitting in the chair, Roman sitting in the chair, and he was telling Bray, you better run because they ain't going to save you. Now, during this match right here, they had the Battleground 2015, the tag team match with Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose and Brody Lee. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt and Brody Lee at SummerSlam. Then they had the Hell in a Cell match in 2015. Then they kind of revisit the feud, but it's kind of like a quick, like, all right, this more about Roman than it was. You know what I'm saying? Because during that time, this when Roman had returned from COVID, Bray had Braun was the champ. Bray won the belt from him at SummerSlam, and that's when Roman returned and destroyed both of them. And then they kind of had the triple threat match at Payback where Roman got the dub. And that was the last time they really fought each other. But there was a fun, entertaining feud. The original one in 2015. I wish they could have done more with it, but Roman Reigns probably didn't want to pretend to be scared and stuff like that. And Roman was kind of in control of his character at that point. So, you know how that go. All right. Whew. All right. Chapter 5. Chapter 5. past versus the present. And the man I'm talking about, no other than the dead man. Undertaker is Vince McMahon's greatest creation ever. He's been dominant for WWE for 25 years at that point. He ran WrestleMania for 20 years, where he beat Jimmy Snuka, Giant Gonzalez, Diesel, Kane twice, Triple H twice, Shawn Michaels twice, and Randy Orton, and so on and so on. Until he was slayed by the beast Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30, where he almost passed out backstage. Well, he did pass out backstage, because you remember Vince was like, give me some help. Some help, nigga. You know what I mean? But at this point in 2015, Undertaker wasn't feeling confident. He wasn't feeling like himself again after that embarrassing performance where he had a concussion. He almost passed out. So, at Fastlane, Bray Wyatt came out as the Undertaker. We think, I remember this. It was in my hometown, Memphis, Tennessee. Like, we hear the gong. We're like, oh snap, we already got Sting, Undertaker. I'm going crazy, right? Hear the gong, the music playing. Then next thing you know, it's Bray. It was a good segment, don't get me wrong. It was Bray. It was a good segment. He bust out laughing, going crazy. And he called the Undertaker out. So, he called the Undertaker for a few weeks. And then, March 2nd, Undertaker sent a fiery message. Bray Wyatt sent a fiery message to the Undertaker. Then, the next week, Undertaker accept the challenge. Now, the match happened. The day of the match. The day of the match, Undertaker wasn't feeling like himself. He wasn't feeling confident. Then Triple H, doing the Undertaker documentary, had to remind Undertaker who the hell he is. He said, fuck last year. Remember who the hell you are. And you know what I'm saying? And then what Undertaker did. And, Undertaker won the match. But it was so funny. I just read a report that Kevin Nash had said on his podcast, according to him, Bray Wyatt should have won that match. And now that I think about it, Kevin Nash right, because Undertaker didn't need what did Undertaker get out of winning that match? He feel like Bray Wyatt push died that day. Then of course they revisited the feud that fall of 2015, where when the Undertaker had his final encounter with Brock Lesnar at Hell in a Cell, Brock Lesnar got the dub in Los Angeles. The Wyatt family attacked the dead man and carried him to the back, and they did the same thing to his brother Kane. Then of course 2-3 weeks later, the Brothers of Destruction returned when they was in the UK, got it back in blood. And then they had the match at Survivor Series, where they both put Braun Strowman through the table. And then the Brothers of Destruction got the dub. And then, once again, like I said, Kevin Nash says, and I quote, I said to the day I die. He said that, not me, Lord. Bray Wyatt took a shit when he lost to the Undertaker at WrestleMania. And I gotta agree. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Undertaker didn't need that dub. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what did it really do for Bray? You know what I mean? But Bray, being a constantly pro, left it alone and he moved on. So. All right. Chapter 6. Randy Orton, standing on business. And on the episode of 2016, on the episode of SmackDown, Bray Wyatt preached on the Viper. Then on another episode of SmackDown, Bray Wyatt delivered a sermon with a pre-challenge to the Viper. Then that next week on SmackDown, Bray Wyatt explains why he attacked the Viper. Then again, he launched a sneak attack on Randy Orton. Then of course, the Viper had hunted him down with a goat mask standing next to Bray on the episode of SmackDown and got it back in blood. Now they were supposed to have a match at Backlash, but his replacement came. But then at the next pay-per-view, they had a match at No Mercy, and this one Luke Harper had returned. that he and Kane, Randy Orton and Kane had a Bray Wyatt and Kane had a no DQ match where the Viper, was it Kane and Randy? I think it was Kane and Randy Orton, one of them folks. They had a no DQ match where Randy Orton had joined the Wyatt family. And then they became tag team champions against Rhino and Heath Slater at TLC. At this point, Luke Harper still didn't trust the Viper because he was always doubts. Then months leading to that point, at this point, they were still tag team champions. I think they was. The next month at the Royal Rumble, the Viper won the Royal Rumble by eliminating Roman Reigns, giving him the RKO. Roman Reigns bounced up, Randy Orton clothesline over the top rope. Then, at this point, the tensions between Wyatt, Orton, and Harper was starting to build up. Then it got worse. Bray Wyatt became WWE champion at Elimination Chamber by winning the WWE title by eliminating AJ Styles. And I said this on the episode a while back. At WrestleMania, it should have been a triple threat match between Wyatt. It should have been Harper versus Wyatt versus Orton. But instead, they made it Orton versus Wyatt, where Randy Orton got the dub. You know what I'm saying? Got the win. But during this time before WrestleMania, Randy Orton had even burnt down the Sister Abigail house. They even had a fear horror match at Payback. Then, of course, 2020, they revisited the past history. During the time Randy Orton had won the WWE Championship, and he lost the WWE Championship to Drew McIntyre at Hell in a Cell. Then that October, the Fiend laid a trap out for the Viper. Even during this time, the Fiend added a new friend, Alexa Bliss. Turned her cocaine crazy. So, Randy Orton co-ops on the Fiend on a moment of bliss. Then that December 14th, he challenged Bray Wyatt to a game of hide and seek where the Viper tried to burn Bray Wyatt alive, but the Fiend popped out. Then they had an Inferno match at TLC where the Viper burned the Fiend alive to get the win. At this time, they had written off Bray Wyatt character because Bray was going through it. They said he wanted his best weight, and plus he had just lost his best friend, Brody Lee. R.I.P. Brody Lee. We miss you, boy. Then he returned right before WrestleMania. They had the match at WrestleMania, but someone because Randy wanted to put Bray over because I think Randy was having back problems, and Randy Orton wanted some time off to recuperate. But Vince instead chose the Viper to win, and and it was a great feud, great build up. And during that time, the matches they had was altogether the matches they had altogether were WrestleMania 37, Payback, House of Horror, No Mercy, and WrestleMania 33. My boy had some great legendary status, and I feel like, to me, all these important rivalries was an important chapter of his life. To me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying to y'all, I ain't saying to nobody, I'm just saying to me. Because those was good rivalries in my eyes. So that's why I put them over here. I could have put Seth Rollins, but Seth, wasn't it trash. And I don't even think that was the guy's fault. I just think that was this dude. I ain't gonna say this nigga, but this dude. Alright. 2 more chapters, y'all. Well, 3 more really, but the last one will be from the heart. Chapter 7. Great minds think alike. Think a lot alike. You had broken Matt Hardy. This feud started in late 2017 in November when Bray Wyatt faced a regular Matt Hardy on Raw when he got the dub. And Matt Hardy started going crazy, going through that he was going through a transformation or something, going crazy. He went delete. Then during this time, walking Matt Hardy looks like he said he looks to delete Bray Wyatt December 25th. Then Matt Hardy in another promo said he vows to delete Bray Wyatt. That was December 4th. Then, of course, walking Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt had a verbally sparring match. Talking about each other back and forth. During this time, this was Michael Cole ruined the push. Trash. Then they finally had the match that March at the compound where you seen Brother Nero, Reby, and her father. And of course, Matt deleted Bray Wyatt. Okay, there we go. He deleted Bray Wyatt, and then shortly after that, Bray Wyatt returned to save Matt Hardy in the Andre Battle. That became the Andre Giant Battle Royal. Then they became a tag team. They said it was an unlikely duo. I just thought it was a match made in heaven. Like the chemistry was right. Both of them had their psychology. You know what I'm saying? I love the promos and stuff. Then they became Raw Tag Team Champions until they lost to his brother Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, the B Team. And then shortly after that, the feud had ended. I think my homeboy told me Matt Hardy was on he was on Talk Is Jericho, and he was explaining to Jericho that him and Bray had all type of ideas, and they went to Vince, and Vince just wasn't trying to hear it or something like that. Stuff like that. But that was a good rivalry, you know what I'm saying? Especially during that time when Matt Hardy them was doing the Delete or something with Crazy Steve and the Abyss. I think that when it really started, when both of them started going back and forth. I'm not sure, but that was a good rivalry to me until Michael Cole just ruined it and buried it. Then, of course, Chapter 8. A star was born. Well, we knew LA Knight was a star, but I'm saying the big time. It's about LA Knight. After being released from the WWE in 2021, he returned in 2022. Bray. In November, Bray Wyatt had headbutt LA Knight. Then I forgot to put this down too. I think the week after, when Bray Wyatt tried to apologize, LA Knight slapped Bray Wyatt. He even introduced a new character, Uncle Howdy, which was Bo Dallas, of course. During this feud, you know, LA Knight had trolled Bray Wyatt by dressing like him. Of course, you had the moment where Undertaker passed the torch to Bray Wyatt by helping him take LA Knight, and he whispered to him, "If you ever need me, I'm always be here for you." But I gotta be fair. As much as that build-up was good, let's keep it real now. That Mountain Dew match was Mountain Dew trash. That wasn't it. I'm sorry. But it was garbage. You know, then after that, you know, Bray had left for a minute. And that just bring me to the end. After the LA Knight program, he started feuding with Bobby Lashley heading into WrestleMania. But then all of a sudden, he had got an illness and couldn't wrestle at WrestleMania, and he was out for months. Even with the rumors of his return. Okay. August 24th, we lost a loving guy. One of the best guys in the business. My birthday, of course. He passed away because of heart issues and the juice. Shit sad, right? But he did have a legendary accomplishments. You know, the championship belts he won. One-time WWE champion, two-time Universal champion, one-time Raw Tag Team champion, and one-time SmackDown Tag Team champion. Bray, brother, if your spirit's around, whatever, the Holy Spirit, whatever you at, man, you was loved by many of us across the world. You will be missed. To his peers, we gonna miss him. His peers gonna miss him. And most importantly, his family gonna miss him. And that is including his dad, Mike, Stephanie, Tyler, which is Bo, Mika, the first wife, Samantha, and their two beautiful kids. And of course, his wife now, JoJo. I just want to get on here and say, man, like I said earlier in the video, life is short, man. Life is crazy. Life is at all-time high. You know what I mean? And that man was 36. Hell, I live in Memphis. These niggas out here can't even make it past 21. Man, just try to build a relationship with God. Try to love your family. Try not to be so stressed out and just live life. You know what I'm saying? Because all the pictures you seen, he lived life with a smile on his face, no matter what. You know, it's devastating that he's left, especially with the heart issue. You know what I'm saying? It's devastating, you know, because you got you're seeing it now with the young athletes, Bronny James, Damar Hamlin. You know, I think I just saw a high school dude at 17 had a cardiac arrest. Peace out, he gone. So like I just said in the earlier message in the video, our jerseys change each year, but we got a date, and you never know when your number call. Man, just love on each other. They just love on each other. Be there for each other. And most importantly, let's give thanks to the King, whatever you believe in, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't. He the reason why we here, you know what I'm saying? And I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Oh, before I get through this video, on the next episode, I got some announcements on the subscriptions episode. Well, the subscriber episode. You know, the 400. Y'all already know the 400 is the Memphis episode, the Foul and Chris Benoit. And I think y'all know the 700. But I want to say, live life, love each other, man. I care about y'all. I care about this. I wrote this from the bottom of my heart. I didn't write. I wrote this on the fly. You can, like, if my homeboy right here, Robert Ted, he like, damn, like I wrote this on the fly. Cause I was ready for the record at WCW, but this stuff was so touching, man. It's sad, like, it's life, you know, but you gotta live right, stay focused, hug your mama, hug your daddy, hug everybody, man, you know what I'm saying? So, I love y'all. I'm gonna edit this bad boy. I love y'all. That was the life and ride of Bray Wyatt. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. I'm out. Peace.
Ask God why I didn't get an answer. Why I lose my brother to bullets. Why I lose my grandma to cancer. Why me, God, I need answers. Why young niggas straight out of Atlanta. Why the judge and the cops tryna jam us. Why I keep getting all of these chances. Why me, God, I need answers. Think you mad and you might get cancer. Think you ringing and cost me a phantom. Why the witness the evidence tamper.